What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing. Yeah, don't mind the sweat. Just went on a little run. I had to get a little run today, get a little cardio in, a little lightweight. But I'm all good. I'm all good. How everybody doing out there? It's a beautiful day. Pretty warm though. Pretty warm. Pretty warm on this Thursday. But yeah, this is part 2 of my film study. I know I was supposed to put the video out a while ago, but it's the beginning of the school year, so been busy with work and stuff like that. And so yeah, so let me go ahead and give you basically who I think is going to win, my prediction of this fight, and just a couple of things like where they improved at, and my 3 keys to victory. So it's going to be a short and sweet video. Also, I'm going to give my predictions for the Josh Taylor card. I'm going to give my predictions for the rest of the fights that's going to be on the Charlo and Derevyanchenko and Jermell Charlo and Rosario card. So I'm going to give my predictions on that, and I'll throw my UFC ones for the championship fights in there too. But that video will come later. That's going to come later today. I promise you I'm going to get that out there to y'all. All right, so I'm going to start what they improved at. So Jason Rosario, from my eyes, in my opinion, from what I watched in his last 3 fights, because that's what I'm going off of, he's cut down on the squaring up. Like, when I watched Jason, like, when he fought Nathan Gallimore, and I watched some of his earlier fights and stuff like that, he had a tendency to square up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, every fighter does it, but I think Jason was doing it a lot. You know what I'm saying? It became like a habit of just, whoop, he's squaring up again. I mean, sometimes you can get away with it, but sometimes you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You can get caught with a clean shot. And so he's cut down on that. He's not doing it as much as I seen, especially in the Julian Williams fight. This is where I got a lot of where I seen him improve that was his Julian Williams fight. And this is where I'm taking what I seen in my, what I seen from from his last 3 fights, but definitely from his Julian Williams fight. So he's feinting more. He uses more feints. He ain't just like, walking you down, keeping a high guard and just trying to walk you down. No, he's using more feints. He's using more head movement with his high guard. So he's got the high guard, guys. He's keeping the high guard, but he's moving his head. You know what I'm saying? He's moving his head with the high guard. He ain't just sitting there just like this, you know what I'm saying? Just holding the high guard and, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he using his high guard a lot more. And he also, what I seen Jason doing better, he's using his feet better to evade punches. So he ain't just taking the punches on the arms or the, his elbows and stuff. He using the, using a little more head movement, using more, evading the punches more. And that's what he's doing. I noticed that. Especially, I got a lot of this improvement I seen in the Jason Williams fight. I seen it in the Cotto fight, some of the things, but he really improved in the Jason Williams fight. He was, and that's what I noticed. He's using his feet more to evade punches, and more not just, using his high guard and using the block and stuff like that. So that's why I seen Jason and Rosario improve in those last 3 fights. Now, Jermell improvement, I mean, more patient. I see Jermell he's a little more patient. Not a lot of differences, like a lot of different things in Jermell. I just think that he's adjusting better. He's learning how to like adjust on the fly. He's doing that better. That's one thing I've seen in his last 3 fights, especially with Tony Harrison. Like I seen him, I'm like, okay, Jermell is adjusting, okay? In that 9th round, in the second fight, he started fighting from the outside and he started having success. That's when the fight changed to me. That's when the fight truly changed, because Jermell started fighting from the outside. A lot of people think it was because, Tony Harrison was tired. I didn't see it. I didn't see Tony Harrison tired. I don't even think it was because he was playing. I just think that Jermell, his IQ won him that second fight. He started realizing, let me fight from the outside. Let me fight this dude from the outside instead of just trying to walk him down and, step in and out, step to the side, and just try to walk him down. No, let me box with him. Let me box with him a little bit. And even though that took some guts for Jermell to do that too, because that's where Tony Harrison shine. When it comes to just pure boxing, Tony Harrison shine on there. You know what I'm saying? So that was the key. That's one thing I seen Jermell do. And another thing, he's sitting on his punches. And that just come from training with Derrick James. Derrick James showed him how to be, he already had the boxing skills. Jermell already had the boxing skills. But he needed to, he was just missing that, you know what I'm saying, that get you out of there power, or, missing that one little thing. And Derrick James brought that to his game. Derrick James brought using the, sitting on his punches more, being more, offensive minded, and his mentality has changed too. Like Jermell, I know people will get rubbed the wrong way by his personality and how, he presents himself sometimes, or some of the stuff Jermell or as he comes off. But at the same time, one thing you could say, that passion's in that man's belly. That man, Jermell, that passion's there. He is really passionate now. Sometimes I know it come off the wrong way, but I also see like, hey, Bird want to be great, and there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? That's also what I see with him too. But yeah, so Now I'm about to give you my 3 keys to victories for each fighter, and I'm gonna explain what I'm saying. So, for my opinion, Jermel's 3 keys to victory to me is use your boxing skills, Jermel. To me, I think you're the better boxer than Jason Rosario. So use your skills. Stick to the outside for a minute. Use your jab. Take your time. Slow the pace down. You know what I'm saying? Be methodical. Look for the, you know what I'm saying? That type of stop. Use your feet. You know, feint a little. Use feints. Use head movement. You know, all the little cliche stuff that we say is boxing skills. Use that. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, set traps. So what I mean by setting traps is getting Jason to attack when he doesn't want to, catching him when he overextends, catching him through when he's catching him during the exchanges. You know what I'm saying? Catching him when he drops his hands, because that's one thing I've said about Jason Rosario. Jason Rosario don't get his hands up sometimes quick enough after the exchanges. So that's gonna be. And if you looked at the Julian Williams fights, he would get caught during that time, especially in the first round. He was getting caught after the exchange. You know, J-Rock would time him. Or when he fought Hernandez, same thing. They'd catch him out stepping out, or they'd catch him during the exchange, after the exchange. So, or after they blocked the shots, that's when they would catch him. So set the traps, meaning by counter punching, look for counter punching opportunities. You even spoke about it, Jamel, when you was talking to Brian Flores about, you know what I'm saying, when he make a mistake, I'm gonna catch him. So basically set the traps and establish the distance. Fight at the distance that you're comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? Fight at the distance, establish the distance, establish the range and distance that you want to dictate the fight to be at. Simple as that. Jason Rosario's 3 keys to victory: set the pace. Put the pace on him. Come out early, Jason, and put the heat on him. You know what I'm saying? Come out and put the heat on him early. Set the pace. Another thing, keep your head on a swivel. So when I mean keep your head on a swivel, Jason, keep your defense tight. After your punches, try to get your hands back up. Keep your head on a swivel. Jermel is dangerous, man. He's a good counter puncher, and he's got good vision. He has good vision. He can see when you dropping those hands, so he can, you know, he's got a good vision. He picks his shots pretty intelligent. And another thing, Jason, go to the body, attack the body. Let that be the part of head, body, body, head. You mix it up pretty good. You did a good job with just Julian Williams. Same thing. Attack the head and the body. Don't just be head hunting. And that's the keys to victory for what I think for Jamel and Jason Rosario. So yeah. And so that's gonna be keys to the victory. Yeah. So that's what the 3 keys of victory. That is where I feel like the fighters have improved. And now I'm about to get my final predictions. My final predictions will be Charlo will get a stoppage between the 8th and 10th round. I think he's going to catch Jason Rosario. I think earlier on he's going to try to box Jason Rosario. He's not going to try to get caught up in exchanges. And he's going to try to look for counterpuncher opportunities early on. So, yeah. So that is who I think is going to win. It's going to be a good fight. And, yeah. I think it's going to be a good fight. So I think Jason Rosario will land some good punches. I think he will maybe even rock Jamel. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it'll be competitive, but I'm going with Jamel Charlo. 8th through 10th round. That's why I think he'll get the stoppage. It'll be from counter-punching opportunities. I think he's going to catch Jason Rosario during the exchange or after the exchange, like when they exchanging punches, or after he's blocking and coming with a counter punch. So, yeah, that's my predictions for that fight, too. And pretty much that's it. All right, man. Y'all be good. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.